So this video, I wanted to talk about three ways that you can make yourself a better vegan. And these rules, not really rules, but tips for everybody going vegan, just so that you don't look like that vegan who makes everyone else not want to be a vegan. That's the point. Us as vegans do not want to make everyone else not be a vegan, because that would be bad. And there's three ways that'll help you do that. First rule to be a better vegan is to know how to cook. And that is a very, very big rule, because going vegan, you should know how to cook basically for a number of reasons. One, so that you're not that vegan eating potato chips because you have nothing else that you know how to eat. You don't know how to cook anything, so you're reduced to eating potato chips. You get fat, and you make a bad name for vegans. Another reason to cook is for your own health. When you're going vegan, if you're transitioning from vegetarian, not as much vegetarian, but from standard American diet, if you're transitioning from standard American diet to vegan, it's a big jump. And you're gonna need to know how to cook, because cooking is different from a vegan to a standard American diet. You need to learn things like maybe stir fries. Stir fries were a big thing for me when I went vegan. And they're really easy to make, so you can learn how to make them. It's not that hard, but you're gonna know how to cook, not only for your own health so that you'll have stuff to eat, but so that you don't make everybody else look bad. Because if you're that vegan or vegetarian, eating potato chips and eating really just junk food because you don't know what else to eat, that's a problem. And you're making all the other vegans look bad. So that's rule number one. Rule number one is probably the most important. Know how to cook. Number two, things that can help you to be a better vegan is to not push your values down other people's throats. And this can apply to really anything in life, whether it be religion or your eating habits or what team you like, whether it be football, basketball, whatever, but I'm not going to go there because people are passionate about their teams and that's whatever. But don't be that vegan who goes around handing out brochures of forks over knives, or is just telling people all the time all the bad things about meat. Because believe me, I'm a vegan. I understand how much I just want to run around the city telling people meat is terrible for you, they put pus in your milk, all this kind of stuff. I know that, you know that, that's great. But our job as a vegan is to not push that on people. You just, you be that guy. It goes with the eating habits. You be that guy that they can, or girl, sorry, who they can look at and go, man, Jimmy looks good. Jimmy's eating good. Jimmy's vegan, blah, blah. He keeps, casually telling me these things that are wrong with meat because we bring them up in discussion. And, being vegan makes a lot of sense. That's what you want to do. You want to make it make sense. You don't want to shove it down people's throats. I honestly, and it's terrible to talk about religion because everybody has different religious beliefs, and I come from a place where I'm like, praise whoever you want to or don't want to. But basically, my problem with religion sometimes, and I'm not trying to get on a religious thing, just is that people try to shove it down your throats. And that's a problem for me, and that makes me standoffish. When people, come up to me and are just trying to shove things down my throat, I don't like that. I don't want to hear, I'd love to hear your opinions, but I don't want you to throw your opinions at me. And it's the same thing with your diet. Vegans are so well known nowadays for being the people who just, meat gets brought up or vegetarian, blah, blah, gets brought up, and they just go off. And they're just telling people all this screwed up stuff. And yeah, they might have good intentions, but people don't hear it like that. They don't hear, oh man, you're making sense, I shouldn't eat meat. Why? No, people don't do that. They go, why is this vegan talking? Shut up, blah, blah, blah. And I know that because I've been that guy. When I went vegan, I was telling everybody. I was like, oh, blah, 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 all this bad stuff, blah, blah, blah. And all that does is turn people off. They're not going to want to listen to you. So that is a huge deal. Do not shove your veganism down people's throats. All right, so your third tip is on how to be a better vegan is to be a more knowledgeable vegan. And what I mean by this is to learn all of the reasons why people become vegan. A lot of people do it for ethical reasons. A lot of people do it because they're tearing down so many forests to make cattle farms. That's another reason. People do it for different reasons. And the more information you know about being vegan, the better vegan you're going to be. Why do I say this? Because this goes along with tip number 2 of not shoving it down people's throats. You're going to be able to influence people a lot more by them coming up to you and asking why you're a vegan, not by just telling them. You know what I'm saying? People take that in better. I've had this happen so many times where I'm at work or anywhere in a social situation, and somebody will offer me something, say, hey man, do you want a brownie? And I'm like, no man, I don't eat, I'm a vegan, blah, blah, blah. And they'll say, why are you a vegan? And that's your gateway in. The door is open. Now you have the possibility to influence someone else on their eating habits. And unless you have reasons to give them, they're not going to listen to you. If like they come to you and say, hey man, why are you a vegan? You go, well, my girlfriend was vegan and it just seemed cool to do. That's great. I'm glad you're vegan too. That's awesome. Cool to have you as a vegan, bro. But in all honesty, it's a much more compelling argument if somebody was like, hey man, why are you a vegan? I go, you know what, man? Just in all honesty, cattle just isn't what it used to be. They're putting so many hormones in these things. It's messing up the food. It's funky. I don't want to eat it. There's pus in your milk. Honey is literally bee throw up, blah, 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 because some vegans don't eat honey. But I do eat honey. But see, if you have more to say, you have more to influence that person. If they're the kind of person that would be influenced by the ethical reasons to go vegan, then you saying a lot of things about, the mistreatment of cattle and animals and how so many fish in the world are killed and ground up just to be fed to the cows, and it's this vicious cycle. You can affect them on an emotional level, but if you're more knowledgeable and they're not all into the ethics, you can also influence them on the fact, the forest stuff and other reasons and the health reasons, which is usually it's two camps. You have health and then ethical. And depending on where that person would be influenced, if you have enough information, you can totally get the vegan message across to them and have a better chance of influencing them to become vegan. So those are my 3 tips. I just thought that'd be really cool to share with people, because as I've gotten to know a few vegans, because I live down south and there are not many vegans. Mellow Mushroom has vegan pizza, which is just incredible to me because I can't find vegan food down here. And when I say vegan food, I mean like vegan restaurants. That's all I wanted to talk about. If you are watching this video, please leave a question, because the questions help me make more videos. Like, share, send this video to your family. Maybe there's a grandma you have that's been thinking about going vegan her whole life. I don't know. But yeah, so thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good one. Catch you later. Bye.